recently interviewed Ed Monser, the president of Emerson, one of the largest manufacturers in the Miami Valley, and he told me something that really surprised me.
Right now in the United States today, there's 3 million manufacturing jobs open, unfilled because of the skills gap. And in 3 to 4 years, it's going to be 6 million.
The skills gap is becoming a serious problem in the United States. Unfilled jobs leads to a loss in profits, which ultimately impacts economic growth.
If we want to expand manufacturing, we have to have more people that are technically competent, have the math skills, have the problem-solving skills, the computer skills, and then the technical skills to do the welding and joining and electrical construction kind of work. If we had more of those people, we could grow faster.
So Emerson supports the skilled trades with training programs here at home, and a school in Troy is doing the same. I visited the Hobart Institute of Welding Technology to learn how they're working to fill the skills gap.
A trade school means that they're coming here, they're getting a diploma. For us, they have the opportunity to earn American Welding Society certifications. But a trade school is different from a university in that they're not earning a degree. They're not going to come here and learn English or math or any of those kinds of things. They're coming to learn welding. We are a single-focus welding school. American Welding Society is predicting a shortage of roughly 370,000 welders by 2026. There is growth in the field, but a lot of the shortage is coming from the retirements.
I think the biggest misunderstanding is that it's a dark, dungy type trade, and it's not, as you can see here.
I'm from Batesville, Indiana. I've always had an interest in welding. There's always a struggle with welding because the technique is so hard. I'd like to go in the pipe industry. I heard there's a lot of money in pipe, and there's so many opportunities with it.
The large majority of our students come right out of high school. At this school, we offer 2 programs. So we have a structural program, which is our 23-week program, and then we have a combination program, which is structural and pipe, and that's a 38-week program. I would say probably 90% of them take the combination program. Structural and pipe opens up more doors.
I believe we have about an 89.5% placement rate right now.
You just can't pump them out fast enough.
Can't get them out fast enough. Everybody needs them all over the country, all over the world.
There's a tremendous shortage in the welding portion of it, but also in all the skilled trades. There's such a need, and you know you're going to be employed if you get into skilled trades.
You do not have to go for your university. You know, you don't have to go to your community college. You can come here, you can spend 9.5 months or 38 weeks with us, do what you're supposed to do, and get out making a really good living. Starting pay, we see 16 to 18. But very quickly they're jumping to over $22, $24 an hour. They bring them in at a lower amount, make sure they can do what they say they can do, and then they get the bump.
And for more information on the cost of tuition and tuition assistance, you can look for this story on our website, WDTN.com.